Well, DC, as usual, you put up another real good video. Um, it was funny as I was listening to you. It sounded like a mirror of my life. When I was 15, I got a job sweeping in a textile mill. And I wasn't looked down upon at all. I know what you're saying with that. Then I went on to get a job at an airport as a maintenance boy, and that worked out good. Got my pilot's license free. I was gassing up the planes sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. A doctor would call me and want his plane out at that time because he was taking off for vacation or whatever, or come in at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'd gas up their plane and put it back in the hangar. Some good jobs. Then when I went to university, I got a job as babysitting, and that worked out pretty good too because I was able to study something that I'm not the smartest marble in the bunch, but if I work a little, I can get it anyway. I went to university and babysat. That was for 2 years, and then I secured a job at a local company. Wasn't a real small company, but in the engineering department, and managed to, make my way. Believe it or not, make my way up in that company. When I was graduated, I stayed with that company and continued there for quite a few years before going to. I went to Air Products, and then I was working in the R&D lab at Air Products and Chemical, and then I secured the job at the Bethlehem Steel, and that was basically all engineering, and enjoyed it. But I must admit, yes, family did come first, always first and foremost. As far as career, yes. I only wanted to go so far. I didn't want to. You can only go so high. When you get to the top, next you're off the ladder. Bingo. So when you say about jobs and career, yeah. Does it define who you are? Yes and no. I know. I used to get. People would ask me, what do you do for a living? I'm in engineering. Well, what kind do you do? Chemical. I was like, whoa, no. It is something that I really didn't want. I went for a teaching degree, and I wanted to go into teaching, and ended up finding out that I could make more money in the engineering field. And when I was in school, working at the company in an engineering position, I found myself, anything that I did to the best of my ability, and I guess I just did it so darn good that they didn't want to lose me when I was graduated. So the difference between that job and starting out as a teacher was almost double in salary. So what do? You take the job that pays more. And it was a good job. I have to admit that. It was a very good job. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I did have the vacation, so I could stay home with start a family. I was able to buy a home. So I think, I know I did pretty well. I'm not going to complain. Let's put it that way. And as far as family, yes, family always came first. Even to the point where my children are the same way. I don't know if you've seen some of my videos, but I had a granddaughter that was born, and 4 days later she ended up in Child's Hospital, and she was there for 3.5 months. My son stayed right by her side the whole time. He was called at work and told that she was being flown to a city where they had this big hospital, and he went down and he stayed down there the whole entire time. He came back, his job was there. But family does come first. Jobs can come and go. You can always get a new job, but when it comes to family, when it's all said and done and you're not working anymore, what are you left with? Family. If you don't, spend time with the family now, they're not going to spend time with you later. And I truly believe that. And I see my own sons. They're constantly coming over to the house and seeking my wisdom. They call me the old man. Well, it's true. I am the old man to them. But it was a very good video. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And by the way, that is a very nice walk in the morning. I never had that. I always had to travel. When I say travel, not so much large mileage, but I did have to get in the car and drive for about a half hour to get to work. So that's the difference between America and the European countries. The European countries, they have it right. We have it wrong. Anyway, neither here nor there. Good video, and I'll catch you again.